Hey guys, Ken here, just at the dog park here with Benelli. I just wanted to touch a little bit on the whole Supreme Court thing. So we all know that last week a bunch of rulings came out, obviously all in favor of the Patriots. Roe v. Wade being a major one. Amen, Jesus. But what people don't know is that that leak, the whole Roe v. Wade, was, in my opinion, a distraction. A distraction from what? Well, Trump said, again, if you listen to what the man says, he says it repeatedly. And if you listen to him, he tells you his plan. So anyways, what is his plan? Well, back when they had all those rulings right away, and we all thought, oh, look at Amy Coney Barrett and all, Brett Kavanaugh and all these people are going against Trump. Those were meant to happen because we needed to wake up America. Trump couldn't just come in with the evidence and just show America, because America would have been like, that's a coup, it's a coup. And too many people were still supporting the resident, not the president, the resident. And so that was to make Trump look weak. The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Appear weak so that your enemy thinks that you're weak. So that you can, then surprise them. I don't know what the exact thing is, but you can look it up. It's pretty interesting. Sun Tzu, Art of War. So anyways, I digress. So, Supreme Court. So those rulings were meant to fail. They weren't meant to proceed. Now America is woken up and they know what's going on. Hold on here. You swimming? Want this big stick? Sorry guys. So anyways, what's my point? My point is that America needed to wake up, kind of like I said in the other video. America needed to find out what life was really going to be like with the New World Order, with a Biden presidency, with Barack Obama pulling the strings in the basement, as he said he was going to do. He warned us too. See, they always warn you what they're going to do. So, fast forward to today. Look at everything that's happened recently. Look at Biden's ratings. Look at Kamala. Look at everything. The Democrats are turning on Biden. CNN is turning on Biden. CNN is now saying they're going to start putting Republicans on their channel. Why? Why all the resignations lately? Why Boris Johnson resigning? Why did the prime minister in Japan just get supposedly murdered? Supposedly. We'll find out what happens there. You're going to find a lot of people that were murdered come back to life, but that's just my thoughts. We'll find out down the road here. But at some point, the evidence was going to have to come out and be presented. Were they going to present to the Congress? Congress? Are you kidding me? The Nancy Pelosi run shill? No. It's never going to happen that way. It could only happen through legal matters. And before Trump left office, if he ever even did technically leave office, that'll be, we'll come to see what ended up happening there. But he signed a bunch of PEDs, presidential PEDs. And they back up the whole concept of devolution, and which is why you should do some research on that. Maybe I'll make a video on that, but there's plenty of them out there. So before he quote unquote left office, he set this all up. He knew it was going to happen. He knew he was going to be leaving office. He knew well before the election. So why? Because it had to be this way. So fast forward to today. We just recently had a bunch of SCOTUS rulings. They all went in our favor. The one that they probably ruled on that nobody knows about was the election. And in my opinion, in a matter of days, weeks, hopefully not months, you're going to get the results from SCOTUS that are come out. Why hasn't it come out already? Well, think about it. Think about how crazy they went over Roe v. Wade. Think about all the threats. If they overturn the election, there's a lot of people that are going down. So there's a lot of protection that had to be done. I guarantee you that Amy Coney Barrett's probably in Africa, and Clarence Thomas is probably in Zimbabwe or wherever. It's just, they're probably spread out all over the continent, all over the earth. Who knows? Hiding. And we're not just talking about them. We're talking about their families. We're talking about their families' kids and all of that. There's a lot of things that had to go into work after those rulings happened. So that's why nothing's happened yet. But I think it's coming soon, and there's a lot of reasons to think that. I know we've all said a few different things in the time, but as more and more time goes on, you can start seeing more and more things add up, and they're all adding up right now. Trump coming out with his new plane, 17 windows on it, 12 on one side, 5 on the other, just so many things, so much symbolism. I'm gonna lay down in a cup of water. You having fun? So anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up here and get to the point. The point is that I think that ruling happened now, and I think that we're going to be finding out the results of that this month. I'd be very surprised if it goes much longer, and then once that ruling comes out, everyone says, well, what happens? Trump just goes back in office? I don't think so. Depends on how the peds were set up beforehand. They'll probably, either he will, and he'll have to pick a vice president, because it won't be Pence. I have an idea who it might be, a couple people, but I'll keep that to myself for now. Or legally they'll have to have a special session, special election 2 months after this decertification is announced. So if the decertification was announced, let's say on Monday, then 2 months from Monday there would have to be a special election to elect a new president and vice president, of which it would obviously, either way, it's going to be Trump in office. So that's what my thoughts are there, guys. I have no clue when it's going to happen. I can't guarantee it's going to happen that way, but I've got enough research into it to give a very, very educated conjecture on it. We'll call it a conjecture. So talk to you guys soon. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.